Hey guys, what's going on? Will here, Flawless Exotic Creations, coming to you guys with another video. And this week, yet again, we got one Gene Chaser series. So again, like normal, we're doing this series to pretty much elaborate and explain some different features and telltale signs on different genes. Whether right now we've been on a lot of incomplete dominant genes, very interesting ones as well, not just the basics, but we're kind of just trying to run through everything, especially in our collection, on what we have. This series is hopefully trying to help the new people get in and be able to identify different genes and kind of know what they do when they put them with certain combos or certain types of combos before they have to do it themselves. This is to bridge the gap between the experienced level breeder and the new breeder, somewhere in that intermediate stage, and provide a platform where you can feel free to comment, talk about different things that you're seeing in your collections, and even different things you're interested in taking your collection towards. Hopefully, this is definitely the channel and content for you, and you'll hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and hopefully this is it. But if it is, let's roll. So this week we're actually going to be talking about another granite gene this week, Vudoo. Vudoo actually hasn't been around too long. If you like granite genes that do a lot of funky stuff, then you might want to look into the Vudoo. Vudoo was coined pretty much by Bob's Balls, good friend of ours, and it stemmed from Outback reptiles. So definitely, we've been hearing Outback a lot. They're pretty much the foundation of this industry as far as bringing in wild caught Africa genes from Africa, and coming across possibly some newer genes. The thing with Vudoo is the granite is not functioning like the other granite genes, the Hataris or the Grims. Is doing its own thing, and it's very, very young. So it's already been established as a gene, and it's doing very, very different things with specific combos, especially in clown, Bell complex genes as well, that Bob is actually experimenting as far as what to take it to, light genes, dark genes, and see what complements the gene well. We really like the gene, and we're going to take it in a few different directions, test some theories out that we have of ourselves. But while we're on this gene, we thought, maybe we would do something a little different in this series. So, I said, hey, you know what? Let's take a road trip.
Actually, I have to record it. How'd you end up getting into that Vudoo gene and naming it?
So I bought the original Vudoo male from Outback, from Ian from Outback. It was on one of their Dinker project on their website, and
right.
I was like, that looks cool. So we scooped them in for $200. Actually, the original Vudoo male wasn't a lot of money.
Now, single gene Vudoo, what did it? I know it's a granite gene, but what does it do specifically that make it?
So this is a single gene, just Vudoo. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So this is the base single gene, the base morph. It's very granite-y. You see how granite the sides are. There's always this long tail stripe on the snake. A little bit of blushing on the head. Even the dorsal is going to have a lot of these more these, what do you call them, open backs?
Right.
Yeah.
A little keyhole in,
yeah.
in the back.
The keyholes in them. So this is a single gene, just Vudoo. Okay. That's so this is a female. We'll put her back. Okay. We'll switch over here. So this is my first time hatching a Vudoo clown. So this is a single gene Vudoo clown.
Wow.
You still have all that granity on the side. It reminds me of, it almost looks very bongo-ish, or very busy. Still get that great nice head stamp on them. So I'm looking forward to working this into maybe this year. Obviously, the next step on this is to add DG to it, because I add DG to everything, and I'm going to work Xanthic into it too, because that's one of my other favorite projects. So we'll
probably that black Xanthic. That
black Xanthic might be the route, honestly. Yeah,
it was actually really impressive.
Let me see here. You know, we had some Vudoo Hypo.
It's a male and female. He says a male and female.
That one's a male.
Uh-oh.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, get that on film.
It's a male.
Yeah. So this is a Vudoo Hypo.
Switch it up. Yeah. Vudoo Hypo. Yeah,
So this doesn't take away from the actual Vudoo. That's why I like Hypo. It doesn't take away from the gene. It just makes it a little bit more orange. Yeah. You still have a lot of these keyholes in the back. You still have that tail stripe and a lot of granite going down the sides. So I'm really liking this. Right, I do a lot of hypos. I know like hypos don't cost as much as the other jeans, but I really like the look overall of it. You know, so.
No, hypo, even when it ages well.
Right, it ages way better, right? Yeah. So the goal now, even at Justin's or whatever, when I talk to him, is the goal is to make a pretty looking snake, but not just when it comes out of the egg. So that's the goal, so that we don't, make snakes that brown out, at 500 grams or whatever. I've seen some 3,000 gram snakes, and I'm like, ooh, this is kind of not new,
right.
So this is just adding lesser to it. I figured when I first found lesser Vudoo, hypo, right? Just lesser hypo, lesser hypo Vudoo, that it would work well with Blue Eyed Lucy Complex. So I went that route, but now I'm a little bit regretting it, because it kind of pigeonholed me into a corner, because the few males that I produced were all lessers, and then I was like, I can't really breed them back to make the supers and stuff. But now we're finally making them without the Lucy Complex stuff, and again, same tail stripe, still granity.
You made a super?
Yes. Let me see where they put the super at.
The Super Vudoo.
I should know where it is. Oh, you put it down here because I need to send this in for genetic tests. So this is the super here. Just a lot more granity. Almost looks red stripey. And you see how that line almost wants to connect all the way.
Right.
Yeah.
This one's Pos Het Desert Ghost, so we're gonna send it in for genetic test. We missed the Desert Ghost on this clutch on the super, so we'll send it in for genetic test, and because it's also a boy. So this year I'm actually hatching males on these, which I'm very happy about.
It's crazy.
Actually, when I first came out with the gene, we actually compared it to Grimm's. We compared it to the Nannies, which is now also called something else.
Carnage, yeah.
So this is a Vudoo Batman. This is the female we produced last year. I've been unlucky in this project. I make a lot of females, which is not a bad thing, but we haven't made many males to hold back. So this is a Vudoo Batman, and I'll show you some of the other Vudoo combos over there now that we finally had some males this year to hold back.
Now, so this right now is our only Vudoo right now. She's finally got some size on her. Probably will be breeding her this season. Unfortunately for us, she loves mice, so we've been giving her a healthy supply of mice. But look at, she is a fire Vudoo. Check her sides and check out her dorsal. So we're gonna obviously create some fire Vudoo combos with her. There's a few different directions we can go, a few different programs we could plug her into. But by her being a female, she's only gonna obviously get, once she starts breeding, if we're lucky, one clutch a year. Versus having a male where you can plug them into a few different programs in the same year. Definitely a bigger perk to having a male that's a powerhouse rather than a female. So we got into her because we want to produce our male. Obviously our male will be het for something depending on which direction we go. Whether we go, ultra male pie, DG pie, whether we go the triple route. But that's her. That's our pride and joy, and we love our Vudoo girl. So there we go. A little different series this go around. Had a lot of fun hanging out with Bob. Definitely very important to create, the network and create those connections in the industry. Bob is a really, really good friend of ours, and he's opened his door to us. Numerous times. We love hanging out with him, spending, and our family spending time together. But hopefully you guys are really liking this series. Definitely hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, comment down below what you'd like to see Vudoo in. Comment down below if you think Vudoo should be compared to another granite gene that you may think is similar. We think it is very distinctive in what it's doing with certain combos, so we're going to explore it quite a bit. But that's pretty much all we got for you today. It's Will, Flawless Exotic Creations. We out.